Like that, we are live. Isn't it incredible? Isn't it incredible that we can deliver, share, not be by yourself, open up, just like that, by opening IG Live. So welcome everyone today. I missed all of you. I missed this container and community. Haven't been so consistent. I've been taking a little time to detox. I did a little fast, water fast, a little detox from social media as well. So love you, Ireland. Hi, beautiful beings. So today's conversation is meant to be with Shayne, amazing water expert, and I am waiting for him to request to be in here. So the moment he will request, we will get him in and share what's been coming up for us. So if you would like to share, would love to see where you're all from. So I know there's Ireland right here. Say hi, where are you from? And maybe even what's been coming up. We are accelerating this unfolding, and there's so much happening. And if we try to catch up, I feel like a lot of us, again, will start spinning out of it. So rather slowing down. I found in my experience, I collected evidence that the more I slow down within, the easier it is to catch up with the fastness of the time, correct? Yes, so we'll see. Well, let me see where is Shayne. Okay, I'm not gonna actually try to look for him. I rather let him come in. I saw he's ready. We talked. So hi, India, amazing. New York, Qatar. Oh my God, this is crazy. Look at all of us. Look at all of us. We're holding the grid. South Africa. I'm getting goosebumps. We're really holding the grid. Either we're actually communicating this way, physically, getting on calls, getting on lives, texting, meeting it physically in person, or we're simply moving through our journeys. We're all still connected. Even when we are not in a physical contact or next to each other, we are still holding the grid. So thank you for being you. Thank you for your courage. Thank you for your authenticity. Thank you for you continue to walk this journey of remembrance. And wow, what a lifetime to be alive and to experience this. A big part of what was coming up for me lately, I don't know how many of you, hi, greetings, how many of you ever really felt, or can maybe have a definition of it that way, a divine apathy. I've been kind of moving through, a lot of times it happens to me in transitioning places, when I'm bridging into the next level, into next dimension, and so on. That's how things reorganizes, again, within me and in my physical world outside of me. And the beauty of it, this divine apathy allows me to pause and really stay with the presence. Because suddenly, whatever was like with the posts even, how suddenly I went into a water fast, and I wasn't planning to detox from social media at all. I simply woke up and I was like, I don't feel moved or on fire to post right now. And I was creative. I was journaling quite a bit. For the first 2 days I wasn't, and then I was journaling quite a bit. Yet I simply didn't feel like sharing, right? That divine apathy was like, okay, whatever. So I was like, wow, amazing. Stay in this presence. So these breath in, breath out, that breakthrough and breakdown, that beautiful collapse of the old and rebirthing of the new always has these transitioning in between moments, that space in between the chapters, the words, the feelings, the next situation, the relationships, is very important as well. It's uber important. It's holy as well. Because literally that's where that birth happens for the structure and the structure builds that I'm bringing into these next experiences of mine. So really allowing yourself to see it as compassion. And it's so fun. As many as I went through these moments, it's like every time you walk out on the other side, and there are a few things that, maybe habits that you love, the relationships that you felt very close. In that void, that moment, in that collapse moment, or divine apathy, right, moment, some of these things realign so beautifully and come back. The relationships with the deeper intimacy, the projects or the hobbies. I love you too. Kate, no. I see you in April, if not before. In these moments, I am reconstructing myself and realigning with things. So again, when I move through it, some relationships become deeper and with deeper intimacy. Some projects, moves with a bigger momentum. And some of them kind of fade away, in dissonance, in distance, whatever. Some relationships kind of fall off or just kind of stay like, they're there. Some projects suddenly are like, wow, I was putting so much in it and thinking about it. And you know what? It ain't there. It doesn't mean, again, that it can come back at some point in divine timing. Yet it's so beautiful to allow yourself to constantly kind of audit yourself. It's a natural audit. You don't even need to do anything, simply to allow your feelings to come up, to allow even your non-feelings, the apathy to come up, and be like, okay, what is the most aligned step for me next? So I'm not seeing Sean right now yet. I wouldn't even know how to look for him. I wouldn't know how to go out into messages and check in with him. Yet it happens, these glitches. Me and Dr. Catherine on the last live, we were actually sitting both of us on lives, and she couldn't see me and I couldn't see her, so it was really funny. And she was looking for me and she was looking at my page and she was like, we're not live. And then she's like, wow, I saw it 20 minutes later. I was like, so again, it happens for the best. And Sean, if you are here, if you see me or if you hear me, welcome and join us. Shayne, Sean. Shayne, there's Sean right here, I read. Amazing. My bottle of oxygenated water is about to be charged, actually. It needs to charge. I still didn't put it on charger yet. Love what Shayne is sharing, and the water. Somebody else brought out water today. I know who. And it keeps coming up as well lately. That structured water within our body, even the H2O, right here that you drink. H2O everywhere, correct? It's so programmable, and it's so beautiful. Hearts, beautiful. Again, the power of our every vowel and every word and even the thought has such a beautiful ripple. In fact, today I am infinitely grateful. Let's get into gratitude, everyone. Who never is here. Greetings. I love you. I haven't been on here for quite a while and was taking some breaks in and out from social media. Yet I am back and really excited. Again, how beautiful and how incredible it is that we can jump on and share ourselves and connect to our own tribe, and maybe crack or trigger some other structures as well, and as well teach and as well learn. Because everyone that is here, thank you for being back. Thank you for being back too, right here with me, Mendogas. I hear September will be an interesting month for things that follow it that are in an alignment. Yeah, absolutely. That's what's been happening, and it's picking up, and things are moving so fast through all these timelines, and there's so many possibilities for all of us to keep seeing and unveiling more of our own potential, because there is nothing else out there. There's just more of your potential. Wow, so beautiful. What is our purpose of our life, man? Again, what is the purpose for you? You know, we all have our definitions. My world works for me the way it works because I say so. And you're all free to create the world that you know, not to live in the world that was given to you, rather to live in the world that you're going to create for yourself. So I can only share from my own experience, you know. Really my only biggest work is to be as aligned within my equilibrium, and as joyful and as blissful and as expansive in this experience. And if you are asking me, you know, to support the collective evolution, if you ask me from a consciousness level of for this Roma, you know, for this character, for this avatar, you know, to live fully, you know, and enjoy my mission. So again, dependable where you at, there are so many purposes. Yet really, you exist, and that's your purpose. You exist, so that's a beautiful thing. And today, oh yeah, grateful for. So infinitely grateful for my AM and rising started with beautiful grounding and then beautiful calls. And we were grounding in the calls as well and checking in with the chakras with my clients. So there is so much expansiveness just in visualization. I saw everyone on my calls coming in, and then within 5 minutes of simply realigning or checking in with your chakras, you know, activating into the next level, it's automatically like you could feel their energy expansive. You could feel their readiness for the day. I'm in Chicago time right now, so it's AM, like it was AM, right? And again, it doesn't take so much to pour into your own field, because the universe around us simply keeps reflecting about our world within. So you decide what are your definitions of purpose, what are your definitions of relationship, what are your standards for how you show up for yourself, for integrity, right, for the relationship with your own body, with your emotional body, with your mental body, right, and so on. So reality works the way you say it works, and we're all living different realities. Well, we're meeting and dancing and co-creating, and because we're connected, there's no other way. Right? And ripple into each other. Hence again, how beautiful that anyone that balances, grounds their higher self, expands their physical, emotional, and mental bodies in this beautiful biofield, and is able to intake that higher frequency and information. You know, the ripple and the waves. It's so beautiful as you're walking your own path. You're affecting everyone, even if you don't know it. You know, so that's amazing. In fact, so I don't forget, I have a Patreon community, and we have we're having a monthly calls, activation calls. Oh yeah, we have a play date, by the way. Wait, let me say hi. I have 2 pups that are mine, and we have a friend that is visiting. So first of all, let me show you. That's Momo, mine, Gonzo, and then this is our friend Alfie. Alfie, say hi. Yeah, this is Alfie. Alfie talks time to time, so you might see me moving around. Amazing. And so this time, this Sunday, our beautiful Shakalaka Boom activation call. I don't know if you saw under my posts, I shared some information this past few days, and I'm going to continue sharing till Sunday. The link is in the bio to sign up. It is absolutely free to join in. It will be around 60 minutes to 90, not more, maybe even shorter. Activate, check in, uplift yourself, pour into yourself, go through a process here or there, questions as well. So questions, and it's so amazing. Questions are absolutely welcome, and I'll share my perspective and my experiences, and then people can come in as well. So I just see somebody commented in Lithuanian, kokią tu fainą norėčiau kavos. I freaking love it. Irtulavi fayda. So yeah, it's so beautiful. Here's a Lithuanian right here. So again, we are holding the grid. We are, connected to all these ley lines. We are the portal ourselves. And from the beginning, what I shared right here on this live about being okay with being in transitional periods and moments and moving through these experiences, being in between chapters, in between whatever that is, correct? Right there, you are creating the space. You are holding the energy. You are sending out and rippling the information of what next structure of yours going to look like. Physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. So allow in these void, hermiting moments, not knowing the moments, when it feels like maybe we're confused, maybe I don't know what I want anymore, maybe this is already boring again, maybe I can feel my cycles, old cycles right there somewhere, right? Like, allow yourself, be there, creating space there, not entangling yourself with the old stories, simply checking in. This is the moment right before my structure, the next beautiful creation is going to express itself, and dependable on where I'm at in this now, that's what's going to express next. So no matter what I'm moving through, divine empathy, it is compassion. I was actually even sleeping in so much more. What's your daily meditation practice? Your morning routine has to be epic. Okay, I'm an advocate. It's not about what I do. It's who I am while I do it. I love it. So I call it Quantum Living Lifestyle. We call it 4Bs, correct? So again, astral body, mental body, and all these stuff. So I call it physical body. This is the vessel avatar that gets to be poured in at least 5 minutes to an hour, right? Every AM. It could be from even like as a minimum, looking in the mirror on the AM, maybe fully naked, maybe already dressed up, and speak to your body, speak the confidence, the trust, the love, pour into it, couple compliments, whatever that is, to yoga movement, couple stretches, to dancing, to a full ass workout, whatever that is. So again, it could vary. And if I go into longer meditation or a longer yoga or something, then I might shorten the other B's, right? Like, it depends. Yet again, when you get into it, it doesn't take so much time. It becomes so natural, and I'm finding myself literally moving through the rituals. Suddenly I sat down and I journal. My journals are always next to me. So the physical body, then mental body. So again, where are my thoughts? What story am I creating? That's where a lot of times journaling gonna come in. To obviously meditation. And my meditations, I jump from one to another one. Sometimes I'll be like 30 days of this one, and sometimes it's 2 meditations shorter, and then sometimes it's one longer. It's literally a lot of times it's Vipassana as well, right? So whatever I'll feel like. Sometimes it's just literally 2 minutes of breath work. Because sometimes it's both. Sometimes I alternate between breath work and meditation. I'll go into journaling. And if it's not this, and I'm already, I sometimes I'll do it even on the phone. And journaling again, simply, checking in with that mental body and grounding in that emotional body. If I need to do brain dump and unload something heavy emotionally, and I did not unload it last night in the journal, or didn't scream in the pillow, didn't release it, I get to do it right now before I move on within my day, with my day, I would say. So yeah, those 4 Bs, and then always with emotional body comes this is your balance, 4 Bs. So body, physical body, being, right? That's my meditation, that's my journal, that's my breath work, that's just checking with all this being. Where is my mind? Where is my heart? Where are my feelings? What am I thinking? What am I already calling in? And then balance. So these are your relationships. Sometimes it's with myself. Sometimes it's with somebody else. I always send out an appreciation message, a little thank you, a little good, have a good day, a little bit of amazing, how amazing you are, your heart, your courage, your this. I already pour into the world, and then I always check in with my business. Basically, what am I expressing today? Even if it's a absolutely like day off and a lazy day, like literally that's what will be flow. That's what I'm gonna put down, right? Or it's like, oh, 3 coaching calls live, and 2 meetings with right? Whatever that check in, and then sometimes I'm even gonna support myself with like, hey, I am confident. Whatever I need for that day, right? These are my affirmations right off under the journaling, right under the B's, right? So some gratitude. Then I'm checking in with all my B's, and then I automatically go into I ams. So that really supports, and obviously bare feet grounding and all this stuff. So that, Katie, that makes sense. Let me know, and anybody else if you have more questions about it. By the way, my website quantumlivinglifestyle.com has a library, and this library is has a lot of free downloadable shadow work, the obviously the prompts for the journaling, the evening and the AMs, and all is just. So yeah, so you can actually go download, print it, and see the whole examples. And in the evening, simply reflect on a day. And it happens where I don't journal as well yet. I love to take salt baths and candle and frequencies. I mean, most of the nights, and that's where I'm gonna ground, and hence, on the heart, maybe here, and all this. And it takes sometimes 5 minutes. So yes. Oh, okay. I see Shane here. How did you like my monologue? Amazing. Can you request to be here? Oh, maybe I can invite you. Okay. Oh, yes. Yes,
Oh,
I'm pretty sure.
well,
Yes,
there he is.
yes. Wow.
I
Yeah,
know. I'm
see,
like
it's,
messaging you. I'm like waiting to see the live here,
yeah.
and I couldn't find you, and I found you,
It's
and so I.
interesting. That's what happened to Dr. Catherine last time.
Oh wow,
Yeah, and I've been live for like 25 minutes. And I was like, it's okay. I told them that that's what happened last time. She was like,
that's
wow.
awesome.
For the first half an hour, she was like, and then suddenly you popped up. She's like, wow. And you know me, I can't even get out of the. I was like, I don't know how to get out of live to check the messages. He's probably messaging
Well,
something.
you wouldn't be able to. That's the
I
thing is
think so. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
and
yeah.
it would end your live altogether. So getting
That's what I
myself
thought. So welcome,
situated
welcome,
here. How are you?
welcome, welcome. Fantastic. I shared a little bit about what's been coming up and what I've been moving lately through. And I love it because the divine apathy I was talking a little bit about, how
Okay.
in between these transitioning periods, sometimes you're like suddenly not so fired about the project that you did. Suddenly you're not so fired about the relationship. Suddenly you're not fired up about the 2 new outfits that you just got. And you're like, I don't think I
Yeah.
like it, right? The food, whatever that is. So I always know that there is something new is unlocking, and it's fun when you realign, right, to that newer structure per se.
Yeah.
These relationships might come back, and they come back so much more authentic and deeper intimacy. These projects, some of them come back, and then you have like so much more momentum with them, and some like even don't. So I know that a lot of us, when there is like a little gray area and we're moving from chapter to chapter and it's transitioning, a lot of us like this, we take this confusion as such a heavy negative thing,
Yeah.
right? Yet
Yeah.
for me, like I really enjoyed. I was moving through it. I came back home from Lithuania to Chicago, and I went straight. I ate dinner when I landed in the evening, and tomorrow I woke up and I was like, I am gonna fast. I don't want to eat. I was like, and then suddenly the next day I was like, I'm not gonna post. I'm gonna detox from social media. Like it was, and it was so
Good for
fun.
you.
Yeah, because he wasn't like firing me up. And then the creativity and the space. And even now, like there's new projects coming in and even old ones coming in, yet I'm already like restructuring them and I'm way more excited about this and that. And so
I
yeah,
love
kind
it.
of that's what I was sharing. And reminding everyone, including you, are more than welcome. This Sunday I have my Patreon community has every month a call. Yet this call is available for everyone. It's like
Oh,
shakalaka boom activation call. So a few processes. Q&A is open, so anybody can ask any questions, share stuff, and so on.
that's awesome.
And it's Sunday. 10 a.m. Central Time, so it's kind of early for you. Yet I let everybody know, and
You
the
know, I
Sign
have
Up
a
link is in the bio.
you know I
Yeah.
have a 1 year old. There's no such thing as early.
Yeah. Ah, okay. Yeah. That's
Yeah, it's
before
funny.
you.
I was just on a call with a real fine gentleman named Denny.
Hmm.
You might know him. You might already follow him. I didn't realize that I've got 215 mutual followers, and but he's under the influencer category. He's got like 820,000 followers, and we are talking about exactly that. So, anyways,
Beautiful.
that
Okay.
yeah, yeah, and he's got a kid that is on the way, and I'm like, oh, that's awesome. I've got a 1 year old. Anything that you need, like, there's a lot of shit that you like the amount of money that I went and spent on all these different things, getting myself all prepared, and like none of it.
Needed. Yeah.
It's funny. Being a parent is definitely a change, but it's cool that to see the evolution that we're going through. It's you're not the only person that is saying, like, you kind of just went down this path, and everything's like somewhat changed for me.
Absolutely.
My job, like how I make money, my vocation is hydrogen therapy, filtration, water. But my job, my purpose is ushering in world peace, love, and harmony. And I'm
I
not
love it.
really silent about that. I'm pretty out there talking about that with every one of my customers, to be honest with you. Every one of my customers, they'll be like, we'll talk about, get the water system set up and what hydrogen they need and why and what I can do. And they quickly, almost always, will transition into talking about world peace, love, and harmony. I'm like, and so I gave me, it's all in, with what you're doing, with other people that I know that are similar. It seems like a lot of people have actually that I know that have been like kind of like, it's not that you're not motivated. It's that it's like you said, the apathy aspect, like and
Divine apathy.
it's divine apathy. That's it. I knew I was missing a part of I'm like, well, the divine apathy. I love that because it's meant, it's meant to take us out of here. There's another account that I follow, Jake Wan, WHAN, and he does these like whiteboard conversations where he's like, like people think that you're supposed to, the things that you come to Earth to experience is like success and fame and all that, and no, and he's like, not even joy. Is that you're here to uncover the God within, and then and feel emotions, feeling those emotions. I mean, the feeling aspect of it is so incredibly important because that is the key ingredient to manifesting the life of your dreams. Is not just thinking, oh, I've got $1 million, and which really isn't even that much money nowadays. But it's just not thinking about what you want, is feeling it as if it's already happened. And so when it comes to world peace, love, and harmony, I operate as if it's already happened, as if it's already here, because it's
Amen.
not just possible in our lifetime, it's probable. And I truly, firmly believe that that's what we came here to do in our own individual way. And that's what I love about what I'm recognizing is, the 9 billion or however many people there are in here in this world. We're healing as a collective from an individual level.
Correct.
And more people are recognizing that. And when I say, I mean that, it's, I'm here to usher in world peace, love, and harmony. Don't confuse that with it starting in this world. It
Yeah,
has to
amen.
start
Right here.
within if you want to see it without. So it's,
Amen.
yeah. So, yeah,
So
that's kind
a
of where
few,
I'm
yeah,
at.
a few
Let's,
things, yeah, a few things that you shared. Again, first of all, how amazing it is that, you had a convo with Dave, right? I think, and then here is a father to be, and if you are open enough, vulnerable enough, to share from all your own experiences, how cool that we can support each other and influence like this,
yeah,
and again, it's, that's literally like not to be shy, first of all, to receive the support, right? Now, not to close out to it, and to be okay with that another man or another woman is sharing things.
yeah,
Yeah, and the other time. So, and the other from the other side, to be vulnerable enough to share authentically. And how fun is that? Literally, right now, we can keep doing this at the, push of the button.
yeah,
Like even you and I here.
yeah.
We decided, we jumped on, and we were
I
out here
mean,
expressing.
it's one of those. It's kind of like my views on AI. I fought AI for so long because it's like, oh, I've seen Terminator, I've seen iRobot, like I've seen. This isn't going to end well for us. Now, I recognize that one, those movies are made by Hollywood and are made to
Program.
control what we're thinking, and so maybe it was made to make us think that, hey, this isn't going to help us, it's only going to be bad. Because when used properly, because it's a tool, just like money is a tool, and people say, money is the root of all evil. No, that's incorrect. The love of money is the root of all evil. That's the correct quote. Money is a tool as well. People like you, like me, when we have money, that's a very good thing because we're just going to reinvest that back into the world. Because I know you probably have the same relationship with money. Every dollar that goes out is returned to me in tenfold because it's all meant to do amazing, good things that help.
Mm.
And so, I've been learning AI more. I've been using it as a tool, and I mean, one of the things that I did using this is a perfect example to use it as a tool properly, because I mean, this right here, Instagram, this conversation, it's a tool. Instagram can, yeah, absolutely. You can get lost and just doom scroll and waste a lot of your time and energy. Absolutely, you have to be cognizant of what's going on and discerning what you should be looking at and not. Um, but when it's used as a tool, like again, for one of the things that I've done with ChatGPT is I've taken my wife's human design, my human design, and my son's human design chart, loaded those into ChatGPT to get to know us and create kind of a day-to-day thing, just guide of things that we can do as
Uh-huh.
I'm a generator. My wife's a manifesting generator, and then my son's a manifester. So similar, but all different and unique
Nice.
in our own way. I love it,
Depends. Yeah.
and so how it's a good channel to help us, understand that we're not the same. We're very similar, but we're not the same. And so, when one person might be thinking this way, it helps you understand why they're thinking that way, because in your design, it doesn't really make sense. Your archetype, it's like, well, what the hell are you doing? Like, but then if you understand it from their archetype, understanding that we are all individuals that are part of this world, understanding that we are an integral part of this world, and that we're all connected by our thoughts, feelings, and emotions, the power that comes with that is absolutely incredible.
Absolutely.
Because
So what
then
you're,
we could take,
go ahead.
go ahead.
No, so I said what you're saying that communication is not the key, because I always used to laugh at it. I was like, no, communication is not the key because we see so many people. Let's just look at romantic couples communicating for years, having the same conversation, and then nothing shifts. Comprehension is the key. Comprehension, being able to see
I
from
love
others'
that.
perspective.
Comprehension. That
Uh,
is a
yeah.
very, very good expansion. Because communication is key, but do you know how to communicate
Yeah,
properly?
but yeah, again, do you have people that are not on your frequency, and no matter how many times you talked about the same thing, they won't hear you, or no matter
Yeah,
you have time. Again, if communication would be the key, there's so many couples that talk, but they still don't end up on the same page.
yeah.
Again, nothing shifts because yes, they said the words, but none of the words were defined the same for each of them, like you just said. You might talk about the same situation, but if my
Different
square
world.
is a different square than your square, we're both looking at square.
Yeah.
Yet if you don't know the definition of mine, so you're what you're
Well, the
saying, like,
square
hey,
might be a diamond to me,
here, here you
You
go. Yeah,
you you can be standing right beside someone else, breathing the exact same air, but
yeah,
living a
yeah,
completely
different.
different reality.
And that's what is, and we are all we have all unique lenses, and we're not supposed to have the same lens at all. And
No,
living
exactly.
together or being in a friendships together, or like, it's not about seeing the world the same. No, it's
No,
seeing each other,
yeah.
being able
That
to
they
see each other fully, and then either it aligns when I see you, or it doesn't align for me. I decide, and then you the same, right? Like, you seem to me. You don't need to see me everything the way you see.
yeah.
It might
No.
not align. It might be like, wow, this is too much because we're both gonna have to work so hard for it. It's not worthy, right? Like,
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, exactly. So
yeah.
I mean, it comes down to, and I'm pulling this with recent things that I've listened to. I listened to the audiobook of Master Yourself by Don Miguel
Okay.
Ruiz Jr.
Okay. Okay.
Um, his father was the author of one of my favorite books that I believe I quoted last time we did our live, and that's
Okay.
the Four Agreements. The Four
Agreements.
Agreements is, I mean, you take all of the layers of religion and spirituality and belief systems aside, and if you live your life by the Four Agreements, you're gonna do okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna do great, to be honest with you, because where most of us go wrong is we take things personally because we don't understand them from the person that's relaying it to you's perspective. We understand it from our perspective, and we start taking things personally, and that's where we go wrong, right?
Yeah. Great book.
And in this book, it
I
talks
would
about the
even
math.
yeah, somebody commented that great book as well. And my
I'm
apologies
not
for
seeing the comments.
yeah,
Oh,
my
there you go.
apologies for interrupting you. Yet
No,
I would even take all of us deeper into expansion. Wow, the words are so limited, like deeper into expansion,
yeah.
and utilize, because again, we are multidimensional beings. We are living in this quantum world where everything is neutral and there is no wrong or right.
Mm,
Sometimes we choose to explore, like, we choose to explore the experiences of stuckness. Sometimes we choose to explore yet at this moment, meaning, right, like you just said, I can spin somewhere and spin and spin and that. Yet at this moment, again, do not punish yourself. You took it personally, you reacted, you did whatever. um Everything, yes, to what you're saying. A note on the side: when it happens, do not judge yourself, and understand that for your ego at this moment, it still is paying off.
Yeah.
So it wasn't
Well,
wrong. It's just where you at.
yeah.
This is the evolutionary journey, and where you at, that's what exactly you needed, because it didn't happen any other way. So just putting a note here, that if anybody's listening, sometimes we feel like, "Fuck, I reacted, I took it personally. Yeah, Shane is sharing correctly. I took Just don't go into any judgments or beatings. Simply
Yeah.
notice, and you're like, I did take it very personally. Oh my God, look at this, and then
Recognize
ask.
and then let it
Yeah,
go.
and ask your body what you need to right now. You
Yeah.
want to still beat yourself for a little bit, you want to still beat somebody else for it. Go for it all in, so it ends.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Balance,
I
balance,
mean,
amen.
actually, yeah, I'm into that for sure. Balance is that's what, as the H2 water expert, that is exactly what I educate people on is balance. There is no, I guess the first letter in balance is what we need, and that is to be. That it's the balance comes from being. And, some of the most painful at the time situations that I've gone through in my life have been the most transformational and most valuable things that I've gone through. And when you recognize it like that, you can apply the gratitude that we need to from it. And really, I mean, that's how you get that balance is being grateful for the what come off as negative or painful at the time moments that you can then learn from and grow and expand and evolve.
Yeah. And it's a beautiful practice, beautiful, agonizing sometimes,
Oh,
crazy, driving freaking mad us.
yeah,
And
but
and yet it's a beautiful experience. Yet that's the expansion and a way to practice the mastery of alchemizing. Like if you look at your own journey, and I look at my own journey right now, simply from our own experiences. Wow, the way I see, catch myself, realize, what am I doing right now? Why am I doing it? What am I saying? And how fast I feel misalignment as well. It comes up so fast. And when it comes up, it's so easy to move through most of it, and sometimes even if it's not easy, I'm not suffering. There might
yeah,
be sadness, there might be, disappointment, there might be whatever that, yet I'm not suffering in it. There is compassion, there is lovingness, and there is knowingness. Yet again, you know how many times it took you to practice, and everyone else. How many times we still reacted, we still took it personally, we still went there, no, 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 no. Yet again, it's the smallest little things and shifts that will always lead you to a big quantum leaps, where you look
mhm,
back and you're like, I can't point out of the day anymore where
yeah,
everything changed. But what is this? This is my life?
right,
It's like, wow. And the more we allow, talking about the water, yeah, I did mention as well in the last few days, it keeps coming up. The beautiful structured water within us, even the H2O, water everywhere, right? Like
mhm,
how beautifully programmable it is. And every time, if we even show up just for a moment, you know it's like, you're angry, you're mad and everything, and you take a sip, and you're about to take a sip, or and you're like, support me to forgive, support me to let
mhm,
go, like whatever, it
yeah.
doesn't even matter, make yourself laugh.
Yeah, but
So
but
yeah.
that there's the power in that is way bigger than we realize. For one, speaking into your water is
Man,
unbelievably powerful
man.
because we are water, and water does hold energy and memory and frequency. And so tell your water before you drink it, straight up tell it to rebalance your cells,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
to put you
It
into alignment.
hydrates, yes.
Yeah,
The cells are dancing in bliss and in the harmony and communicating in the beautiful coherence. Like, yeah,
absolutely.
absolutely, absolutely. Somebody before, so it was beautiful because you kind of answered your own question about the purpose as well, and then shared Dave's because there was a comment about what's your purpose, and I did answer before you came in, and that
Yeah.
I was like, oh, cool. Shay didn't even know my
I come in
purpose.
and start
I was
talking
like,
about the
he
purpose.
felt it. He felt it. Yeah. So that's absolutely beautiful. And then Kate, we were talking before you came in about my rising rituals. And evening rituals. So yeah, water is a big deal. And I
Mhm.
was giggling with that, and I was giggling as well with this divine apathy thing when I was testing it. I actually like, no, after the fact, I actually was like, I don't want, because I was drinking so much water, I think. I was like, I don't want my morning water. It was so funny, really. 3 days in the row, I didn't have my electric water like I, usually I do the salt and the lime and the swirling and thank you and right after the
Yeah,
hydrogen
yeah,
bottle, yeah.
yeah,
And I was like, I don't want to. I was like, okay, divine apathy, don't care for water right now.
yeah.
Yet, majority for years of my life, it's especially if it's nice out. I go drink it outside bare feet while I stand
To
on
get some
the as
sun
well,
and
and
connect.
always talk. Yeah, always. Even if I'm like, it's like, oh, I love you. I
Yeah,
love,
yeah,
okay, I love you.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, absolutely. And definitely mic drop. We have no even idea like how we comprehend it. Yeah, there is a next level of comprehension every year for me. And now I already know that I don't know, because the power of those tools, the power of our words, the power of the water, yeah, I don't think we grasp it yet. We're only scratching the surface, period. Never tried standing
Ah,
barefoot while doing that. Could you guys touch on what happens? Well, you're
I'll leave that one for
grounding.
you, Roma.
Yeah, because you're grounding as well. So it supports even to charge up the water you're drinking. I don't know if you noticed, I utilize copper cups as well. Not
Yeah.
all the time, most of the time. Because, like, I drink coffee, so my coffee will be from
Can I
this.
sidebar that quickly? With the copper mugs, I know from the look of that, that looks like a true, real copper mug. There's a
I
lot of garbage
checked.
in the market.
Yeah,
Make
I'm
sure
on.
if your copper mug or your copper bottle isn't oxidizing, it's not real copper.
It is. It is.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know it
yeah.
is.
Yeah.
I recognize it.
Um,
I know that when I see it.
yeah, I actually had no idea how many non-copper
Those
there's
tons.
out there. There's another, yeah,
Yeah.
tons. These ones are old. My best friend collects antiques and everything. So yet, yeah, I got some in Lithuania, and
I
my
mean,
uncle was like, they're like, she's like, it's fake. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, no, it's just covered with the copper, but it's not copper.
yeah.
And yeah, so
No,
absolutely
they
check in
used to
with that.
use copper for plumbing systems because of the antimicrobial effects. The charge that the copper gives the water is very, very important, and that's what gives the water life and energy, and water is living.
Yeah,
And
the
so
negative ions it
and
adds.
yeah, copper is extremely conductive, and actually, it's something that a lot of people are lacking in. People that are, I think it's iron. If you're low in iron, you might
Iron.
actually be low in copper.
Uh-huh. I heard
And
that
and
as
it's,
well.
yeah, and so that I mean, I for storing water, if I would say glass is best, a dark blue glass, so it's blocking out the
Uh-huh.
UV.
Yeah, so
But
the sun.
I would say that
I heard that as well.
mostly because of most of those copper bottles aren't actually copper. If you can get, if you have a true copper bottle, that's my top recommendation to carry your water in. Well
Nice.
over stainless steel, because a lot of the stainless steel bottles, like the Stanley mugs that all the girls are carrying around with them are have a bunch of lead in them. Not a not a good thing.
There
Um,
you go. Here you go, the water guy. Take
and
notes, take notes, take notes. My cups are from Russia, somebody said. Okay, beautiful. Yeah, yeah. So
that's a
they're
good
good
place
here,
to
here.
source it from.
Yeah.
Russia is also, if you use shungite or organite
Okay.
to either charge your water or block your body from EMF radiation and stuff, make sure your shungite or organite is sourced from Russia. That's what made me think of it.
Okay. Yeah. I naturally I was going there because I traveled for some hackathon. I was like, you know what? No, this I'm gonna get over there.
Yeah, yeah. There is, and it shouldn't be, but a lot of the stainless steel bottles that are out advertising the stainless steel that they do have lead in them. Look it up. The Stanley mugs there's something that came out about 6 months ago about there being lead in the Stanley mugs.
Yeah, yeah. And absolutely. It's so funny how many things come out and you're like, oh,
Oh, I know, I know. It's like,
oh,
oh, I
it's
think
too
I was
funny.
doing it
Yeah.
right. Turns out I wasn't.
This is a whole another life for sure. And
But so let's circle back to what you're talking about, like how like a lot of this seems like funny and stuff like that, and it's meant to. There's a reason why the woo woo gets
yeah,
attacked because woo woo is ancient traditions and it's all built into your DNA that this is how you get that clairvoyancy. This is how you know without knowing, but you know that you know, so you just know, you know?
what do you
And so,
know? What do you know? It's so
but
funny.